Good afternoon, Houston. This is attorney Anthony Push from the Push & Win Law Firm, wishing you all a safe drive home. But in the event you do get involved in an accident, you know who to call. 833-PUSH-WIN. We push, you win.
KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
So I'm looking over at Roula, giving the eye to Eric about him having an idea,
which I don't know
somehow
what it
is
haven't told anybody yet.
not gonna jibe well with your wife.
So according to Eric, he said, I think I'm about to buy something that might doom my marriage.
But no,
What is this?
We're going to purchase it together.
Oh,
So
okay.
we both like it, but I'm afraid, is this like not a good sign in a marriage?
All right, let's hear it.
Because our marriage is very strong. It's awesome.
Twin beds for your bedroom.
Pretty much.
No, stop it.
We want to buy that Tempur-Pedic bed that goes up and down.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
But
I was totally
but it's
guessing, Eric.
dual-
I was just being
No,
silly.
it's
So
dual-
one side can go up?
Yeah, because there's one where you can do it all together. So you can both go up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't help. Like, say, there's a button you can put for snoring. And if you snore, it'll move up.
Yeah.
And chances are I'm going to snore, not my wife. That's annoying for her. So we're like, and it's expensive. These things are not cheap.
They're not cheap. The ergonomic platform just to put the bed on, and then
Wait, how much
the actual mattresses, they're like
this
$7 to $10,000, aren't they?
This one,
for the frame.
This one, if I buy both of them, like the one I want to get is like $14,000.
Oh my God!
No.
That's okay. The Astros are going to win, guys. I'm going.
Oh, you got it.
You're gonna get it for free.
That's
I
not
see.
playing on.
Roll the
I
dice.
see. We're going to go 3 years in a row to the World Series.
I have never known
Got it.
anybody in my life that spent $14,000 on a bed.
That's something I
Because
used for 13, 14 years.
They didn't have a bed price that much in all of our lives, except for the last
But I could get
5
the
years.
one
8
that's
years.
not dual and save thousands of dollars.
So,
But I'm
okay,
afraid
so
with that dual because it's basically like a
twin.
You have to put
Two full-
twin fitted sheets
Yeah.
on it so that they're not together.
Yeah, it's not a
And
key. It's basically like a hole down the middle or a line down
line.
the middle.
Pain in the
Okay,
butt.
let me tell you this, Eric. When I first saw these beds come out,
Does anyone have one of these, by the way? And does that mean your marriage is, fading that way?
yeah, like how does it work? Because
Separate
I used
rooms?
to do commercials for Sleep Number, so I had to go to the stores a lot and learn a lot of things about Sleep Number beds. And that's the first time I ever saw a bed where it was a king size bed, but it was really like two twins that kind of merge.
Yeah.
So that one person can be up, one person can be down. La la la. I remember being in the store one time. We were doing like an event with like a Houston Texan, and I was asking the guy who sells the beds. So what's the deal with that line? Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to sleep closer to my husband, then I'm sleeping on the wedge of the twins.
Yeah, I don't think I'd
And
like
he's
that.
like, well, they sell this
Fall in?
thing to kind of like
Bridge the gap.
You
And
bridge the
you know
gap
stuff's gonna get
and
lost
kinda
down that
smooth
crack.
it into one big bed.
But once you activate the deal, then it goes up or down, then the bridge breaks away, right?
that you would think.
I don't know about this.
Anybody listening
It's
right now,
like really,
37530.
really
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
It's
It's
really
not like you're going to
tight.
fall through. But
No, but you're
no,
going to
you won't
lose your
fall through.
remote's going to go down there.
only if the one goes up and the other one doesn't.
People don't have remotes anymore, right? Everyone's watching their phones.
It's like your couch cushion.
No,
You
the
can use an
remote
app.
for the bed.
You can use an app for the bed.
I think
Oh.
those are,
You have
It's the
both,
side,
though.
yeah,
But
you're
I
right.
know what you mean, though. But you just put-
37530, by the way, if you have this bed, or maybe you want to call us at 713-390-KRBE, is buying one of those king-size beds that split into two twins so that you can ergonomically not snore one versus the other, actually something that keeps you from action time.
But I think, well, that would be, it's not like you're on doing, can't word it on radio. Maybe it's
Yeah.
the raw feed.
You're thinking
I'm just
the wedge won't get in the way.
He's talking about
Keep it to
having
one side
romantic
of the bed.
times.
I'm not Circus Soleil, whatever.
Cirque du Soleil.
All over the bed, like a trampoline and stuff.
Eric's saying he doesn't rock the bed.
Well, I mean,
Well,
like,
you just want to be in the middle.
yeah, I don't need.
But to be in the middle, there's a line there.
The good thing is, I guess, your
could-
kids wouldn't be comfortable. Like, Roula's kids always jump in the bed. You'd be like,
yes.
sorry. You have to sleep
Here's
in
what
the
you could
cracks.
do
in the wedge.
when it's romantic time. You can actually just go perpendicular. Like, in other words,
That'd be weird.
like have the line. It's going to be going across your chest instead of like
But that's
in
not
between
how
the
they
two of
married
you.
it.
Fall into
Eric,
it.
look,
It's-
I'm reading one. It says, a text message says, we have one, hate the Grand Canyon, death of our intimacy,
Yeah.
doesn't help snoring.
And then we've got a call on the phone.
I just
who
picture
says
like
this
those.
is a marriage saver.
Oh, that's it. Put it on.
All right.
Deanie's up. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Am I saying your name right?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Tell us about how this split up bed is good for you.
So I am one of those that is a bed hog, and whenever we've been married for 30 years now, And whenever we got this bed, my husband was like, this is the best of both worlds. We each have our own bed, but we're in the same bed.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
And then he can go up and down if he wants to. And I am more of I like to lay flat. So,
well, do you feel confined to the twin size of the bed?
No, it's big. It's still big. Go try it again. It's because when you think about when you sleep, you're really not moving that much. You know what I mean? That'd be crazy if you're moving like a 7-year-old. Like you wake up and you like
sideways
at an angle.
And how much did you pay for the bed that you got?
I think, let's see, we've had ours for about 4 years now, and I think we paid about $7,000.
Okay.
There's different versions, but I'm like, this one is like 10% chill. It's got a chill thing on it.
Oh, you have a bed chiller?
Well, I mean, it's
like a cool topping or something.
10%. It keeps you 10%
I
all
don't have
night.
a bed chiller.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a bed chiller, but you've seen those guys. Even at Marshall's, they've had like the cooling pillow.
Yeah.
That's Tempur-Pedic.
Because the Tempur-Pedic, that was always the
blue
knock
gel.
on that.
It seems like it's really, because I'm looking at some home hospital bed. And it looks almost identical.
Don't you hate though when you're watching TV in your bed? Like Ryan doesn't watch TV in his bed, but
sometimes I did when I was sick.
You can put that thing up and your feet. Oh, it's awesome.
Okay, you know what's interesting? I have
that's what I'm saying. But pillows, sometimes it's like you don't have the right pillow.
My Sleep Number bed, I used to put that up, Eric. And you know what's so weird? I would not put the bed up to watch TV. I would just put more pillows. I was used to it. Isn't that so odd?
We grew up that way.
Okay, let me go to Danny. Thank you so much for calling. Morgan's up next.
That's hilarious.
Morgan has this bed. We're talking about the king size bed that has the wedge in between to kind of make it two twins, so one of you guys can be up or down if you want to. Hi, Morgan. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
So, what's your thoughts? You guys have this bed. Tell us, was it a doom killer? Was it a marriage killer?
It a marriage killer?
It's not. I'm sorry. One of my kids just started daycare, and they brought a lovely bug home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
So,
well, you can't get sick through the phone, Sam.
Babies that are daycare.
No, but
she's
my
a mom.
baby's at a daycare. I know
that way.
we're not at the same daycare. Go on. I'm sorry. Distracted.
So it's not a doing it killer. You do have to get creative. You will find your hands and feet getting stuck a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Hopefully nothing else. Babe, I'm stuck.
Outside of the action time,
what about the other stuff?
Morgan, was it weird was it weird to sleep in that bed?
We loved it. I'm more of the cuddle person in our marriage, so it was a little harder for me because you can't gravitate towards the middle because of the gap.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate cuddling.
No matter what you do, the mattresses will separate a little bit in the middle, so you'll find yourself in the middle. But snore, I highly recommend it, especially with allergies and congestion and any type of illness where you have to sleep at an elevated rate like I am right now. We highly recommend it. I mean, the price will knock you between the eyes, but it's definitely worth it.
Okay. One person said, my mom bought one of these beds and hated it so much she was willing to gift it to me so she could buy a new bed.
Really?
So I think we're going to get both sides of
I'm used
it.
to those. And I love mine, but 13 years, it's kind of like my part, you know where it's at, because like I look over to my wife and she's higher than me up higher because maybe
Your bed has
weigh a little bit more. She only weighs like 120 pounds.
Right,
or
and you
something.
smashed down your side.
So you smushed
13 years of
There's
200
an
pounds.
indentation. Where
You can see what.
Just flip it around when she's at work. Just
Oh yeah,
that's
put
it.
her on that
I tried
side.
that when we moved. I'm like,
Now she's got the crappy side.
what's she
Well,
do?
you know, for years there were mattress commercials that would drill it into our heads. Like 8 years, you got to get a new mattress. Blah 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 blah. Is that true for Tempur-Pedic? Because you spend so much.
Right.
That's
You
like
know who came up
$1,000
with
a year.
that study? The bed industry, the mattress
Well,
industry.
right, but I really want
they
to know
want
like
to
the
sell
real
more mattresses.
deal on like because I have a Tempur-Pedic and I don't know like how long that's supposed to last. Some people tell me it lasts like 20 years. Others like, well, it's probably like 15 or 12. I'm like, that's still a good chunk of time. But
Well, I'm thinking
I love
about
my bed.
I'll let you guys know. I'm thinking about pulling the trigger today or tomorrow.
Oh God! And Eric, we know you. You're the guy that bought the Peloton that then sold it for like pennies on the dollar.
Ooh.
You're the guy that bought the Oculus, and you're like three times I'm car sick.
maybe I'll get this
This
bed here.
bed is going to be up for grabs.
I was gonna say.
Yes,
Kevin is my hero.
and Kevin, our listeners know Eric. How many times have people on their own during our show
Want my
just
stuff?
rogue text say, "Does Eric have anything he bought that he's tired of that I can buy at a discount already?"
Yes, and me first.
I think the only thing I've really kept is the air fryer. that I've really enjoyed.
It just looks like the kind of bed where it's like there should be an IV stand next to it.
It looks awesome.
Oh, wow.
That's because you don't watch TV in the bed.
I know, but it just...
You might like it. It makes your head go up and your legs. You could make like a sandwich to yourself. You might like that.
Why would I want to do that?
Craftmatic adjustable bed.
I don't know what you're saying there, Eric.
Eric.
Moving along, let's focus on the roses.
He's saying
can we?
I would never have to leave the house again.
You know what happened last week on Roula and Ryan's Roses? Look at the shiny thing over here as this train keeps staying on the tracks. This is where we call up your mate and offer red roses while you listen in to see what the answer is, and then we talk about it. Well, last week, Kate, we all found was dating the most uninterested man in the history of dating.
I never heard a guy call us boring.
Boring. Yeah. Even for his mistress, he was boring. You got to get the recap, and then we'll catch up with Kate next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Transitioning out of the military, it's difficult. Just about everything around you changes. I would get phone calls that brothers were dying, some of them to suicide. And I'd found myself in another cold cemetery. And I started to wonder if I was next. It's a struggle to know that you're facing challenges, but not be ready to face them. Sleep doesn't come easy, and when it comes, it doesn't last long. You're tired all the time. I didn't reach out for that help, but thank God my wife did. She got me registered for Wounded Warrior Project. Talking to somebody that would listen to me and understood my story helped me realize that it was time to change. There's a new fight, there's a new mission, and that's something I am eternally grateful for.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
When you're struggling with your mental health, the world can seem pretty heavy, like no one understands what you're feeling or you're not sure how to ask for help. But here's the real truth. You're never in this alone. 988 Lifeline's trained crisis counselors are available 24/7 to offer the help and support you need to make it through. No judgment, no stigma, just someone to listen. Text or call 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, day or night. 988. Hope has a new number.
It is a chance for you to ultimately score $10,000 3 times a day at 8:20, 1:20, and 5:20. We give you a chance to win something fun and fabulous for the summertime, and that makes you a finalist for the $10,000 we're going to award someone at the end of the summer. So at 8:20 this morning, a chance to go to a Sugarland Space Cowboys game.
That's fun.
So 4-pack of tickets. We'll give you the keyword to text at 8:20, and that makes you a finalist for $10,000.
Now, time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
Normally I say parental discretion is advised. I listened to the podcast because I was out last week, and I don't think any parental discretion is advised.
Well, Kate's been
pretty
dating
laid back.
Alan, and they used to have lunches twice a week, work lunches, and then he started fading out of those and saying, I'm too busy at work, I can't get away for lunch. But on Snapchat, which he does not know how to work all the details of Snapchat, she's got him on Snapchat. He doesn't know how he's not in ghost mode, and she can see him on the map. And she introduced him to a girl named Cassie casually, and now Cassie and Alan are the same places on the map at the same time. She had lots of reasons to come to us for this, and if you missed what happened last week as we had her on the phone while I got Alan to tell me where he wanted roses, this is what it sounded like.
I guess just send them to Cassie.
So her name is Cassie. Is it Cassie or Y?
Y, I think.
All right.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you in a bad time right now? You kind of sound... I just want to be real quick with you, Alan. I just feel like you're not feeling these free roses.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, let's give them to Cassie then, so she will. Give me the greeting for the card. What do you want to say to Cassie on the card?
Hey.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, hey, girl. Like Ryan Gosling emoji or meme. Just hey.
Whatever.
And then put love you or... What?
No.
I don't even know what to say. This is so disappointing, and that you're involved with someone else?
It was a joke. I was going to send her the flowers as a joke.
Kate, tell us what we know about Cassie and Alan's Snapchat that you have not told him yet.
You can tell how many times you've been talking with her, sending messages to her. You can see it. There's a streak. It tells you how many days in a row that you've been talking to someone, and it's public. There's a fire emoji when you constantly talk to someone. I mean, you basically outed yourself.
I have a friend, excuse me.
A friend?
What are you snapping her, though?
Just chatting mostly.
I saw that you and Cassie were in the exact same location multiple times. And we used to have lunch together, and you canceled because work was busy.
Yeah, she works closer to where I work, so it's easier to just have lunch with her sometimes.
But you don't ever tell Kate that. You never invite Kate along or say, I did grab a quick bite to eat with that new friend you introduced me to.
Why would you not tell her that you had lunch with her if it's no big deal? Why are you hiding?
I thought she'd be suspicious.
Listen, Kate, I've never really heard a more unenthused person.
Is he always like
zero
this?
Zero emotion either way, knowing that we're on the radio together and all these people you've never met, Alan, heard you. We're all basically accusing you of cheating on your girlfriend with a girl named Cassie, and you are totally unbothered by this.
It's not true, and this is really boring.
You're boring.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't either. Are you mad? Are you mad, Alan? Do you feel insulted that your girlfriend is yeah, you're cheating on me, and you're like, no, you're boring.
Yeah, it's really annoying. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
So so what do you want to do, Kate? Knowing everything that's just transpired, what do you want to do?
I think I'm good. I don't need you in my life.
Oh, give me Cassie's number. Hold on, let me snap her right quick.
That's what he's going to do.
See what she's doing.
Do you care about that, Alan? Your girlfriend wants to dump you right now.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
We don't want to bore him anymore.
Is he just putting on an act, or is he always like this, Kate?
He was not like this when we first got together. He was very present and very into me and cared about things. And now I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what he's doing. Is he on something? I don't know. I don't know anything.
What is that card? Does he even really care about Cassie?
No.
Does she mean so little to him, but that little is blowing up his whole relationship with you? It's hey. He just wanted me to put hey. I have never had a card that was so plain ever.
I mean, I was hoping for a better conversation at least.
Yeah, but he didn't deny it. He did admit to talking to Cassie and going to lunch with her, and all those snaps with that streak says something. And you did get proof that Cassie is on his mind, because that's where he wanted these red roses to go to. So
I know.
Just hang in there.
Thank you. All
right, I'm dying to find out what happened, because he sounded like Mr. Xanax. He was just so laid back.
Boring. You guys are boring. Well, let's check in with Kate. We thank her actually for being available to tell us, as we all wanted to know. Let's welcome her now. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Kate, I'm sorry I missed last Thursday, but wow, from what I hear, he was a snoozy dude, that's for sure. So what happened after that phone call?
I feel like he's going off the deep end. I ended it, to be honest.
Did he have any explanation or any remorse? And what was his reaction off the phone? Same?
He was the same vibe and didn't deny it. And so I was just just tell me. And he wouldn't tell me. And I'm like, if you can't be honest, I was just so over it. And after that night, I still see them together. And I saw him at her house Friday night.
He didn't go to Google or YouTube learn how to
go in ghost mode?
Ghost mode or anything?
Interested, Eric. He did not care.
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares.
Now that you heard what we all heard, does it make you reflect back to the last few months of your relationship and think to yourself, well, actually, I guess he was phasing me out?
Maybe. I feel like maybe he's one of those guys that does that so the other person will do it.
How's your family taking all this? How do they feel about this after hearing it?
Oh, they're really mad. They're really mad. They do not like him. They liked him at the beginning, but they were kind of because he would go off on his own and play his video game on his phone for a while when he came over to meet my family for the first time, and it was very obvious. So that was sort of a red flag for them, and they were like, see, I told you, he's a man-child.
That's a great first impression.
That's always fun.
First time you're in the family, you're gaming.
I love when families say that, though. I told you so's.
That's the word.
Don't you love that? Getting kicked when you're down.
Was there anybody in your family that did an I told you so? Or, I told you he was not the right guy?
My mom. Definitely my mom, yeah.
At least you didn't waste a whole year. It's just 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't say it's a waste.
Not a whole year.
Can you look on Snapchat now and see if he's over there in the gallery area or wherever?
Now. Leave him alone.
Let's see. Let's look.
I just block him.
Let's do this to ourselves.
No.
Yep.
So you told him it's over. Did he find any emotion to react to that?
No, I mean, he was annoyed, but he was fine. He was basically just didn't try. You know what I mean?
He's probably blaming you, Well, you're the one who you didn't trust me, and you put me on the Roula and Ryan show.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know. I say this often to people who come to us on Roula and Ryan's Roses. I'm glad you know what you know versus continuing on in a relationship that is poisonous to all of your everything. And this guy is just out there with Cassie, ignoring you, but still calling you his girlfriend. Were y'all even being like together at all in the last couple of months?
Well, once, but that stopped happening for the last couple of months.
Well, now you know why.
Yeah.
Okay, for your next guy, make sure if he's not on Snapchat, don't ever show him that and how to use it.
Right. I know. I learned my lesson.
They introduced and they met and they started doing Snapchat. They
But wait,
bonded
Sam,
over
would you do
snapping.
that? Now that you found one boyfriend cheating because he
no.
didn't know how to work Snapchat, would you then for the next boyfriend be like, are you on Snap? Can I show you how to work that?
No.
Okay, Kate. Well, best of luck to you, and I wish you the findings of a great man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like a guy who's
Thank
really
you.
into you.
A man.
And is excited
Yes.
about you.
Not a man
and
baby.
Not a boy. Little
Doesn't
boy.
sound like he's sleeping all the time. and has like no interest in
Thank you.
life other than to
Thank
cheat on
you.
you.
Good luck.
So God bless you, girl. Thanks for listening to our show. Take care.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right, you take care.
Bye.
Gosh.
Can you imagine being with somebody like that?
No.
That low key. I mean,
But there are some people like that, though. They're just very low key.
but then I guess if you're high energy, you don't want other high energy.
Let's ask Sam. Isn't this
You
your
want a
relationship,
balance.
Sam? You and Mark? You seem to be like going like, hey! And Mark's always like, I just want a beer.
He's a low key guy.
Get out of here.
He's a chill
Want a beer.
dude. I need that. Could you imagine if Kevin and I were in a relationship together and how annoying we would be? Like, I need someone
No,
chill.
we can't imagine what that would be like to have you two always around each other.
Oh, no.
We both need mellow people in our lives.
Well, I
The
think you
yin
have
and
to have a
yang.
balance.
Yeah.
You don't want two
Is
alphas.
it mellow, or you don't want people to outshine you too?
No, it's mellow. I don't think I'm that obnoxious. Goodness, Eric. Am I?
Well,
Is this something you guys have wanted to
we
bring
see
to
both
my
of you
attention?
coming. We see both of you coming, and there's a conversation. We
no.
know there's one voice we're going to hear more than the other.
No, I think that you guys are equally having fun together.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Who,
you're,
Kev and I?
Yeah.
Or my husband
no,
and
yeah,
I?
like you and your husband. Like, if you guys are in a social setting. If you're in a social setting,
true,
and
it's
I'm
true.
walking to the table, and there's you and Mark, I'm more likely to hear your voice speaking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, that's
Well,
just our
Mark's-
personality.
And also, Mark's voice, just in general, seems real low.
We were at
He's just chill.
We were at Top Golf, Sam and I, and this one of the managers. We came from far saying, I could hear you all the way down there, and I knew exactly who that was at that bay. So she came down and definitely was a huge fan. And then I think we may have got some couple golf balls that day.
We did, which is super fun.
Have you had your hearing checked, Kev? Because sometimes you are loud.
You're really
Tinnitus.
loud.
Do you have tinnitus?
I did go to
Ellie.
Memorial Hearing, and I am definitely losing my hearing now. Not to the point where I need a hearing aid yet, but
All the
they
DJing and
they
stuff.
cleaned
Years
out.
of club time.
Yeah, they cleaned out my ears, and it's a lot better now. Ryan and Sam met my brother, and they know how loud he is as well.
Yeah.
He's super loud.
So
I think it's just a
feel
family
like
trait. You
it's
guys
a family.
I think so, too.
very outspoken.
Yeah.
However, here, let me give you an
What's your dad's
example.
called?
Let me give you an example. So we're walking down the hall. Here's Kevin. We can hear him.
There's no mic. Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Kevin has a very loud,
Usually that's him
jovial
listening
laugh.
to his prank call again. For the third time.
Yeah, we hear that all the time.
I crack myself up sometimes.
That's how life should be, right? If you can
You
enjoy
should have fun
yourself.
laughing. Why not? Well,
Someone
if
has to
you
laugh at
feel like you're in a relationship where your mate is misbehaving or just acting off, you can come to us anytime at krbe.com and we'll get you connected and, we'll find out who they want to send roses to. In Kate's case, it was
Mr. Excitement.
Mr. Excitement. And I wonder, I'd
You're
love
boring
to know,
me.
like, if Cassie's friends were like, I listen to the Roula and Ryan show, and there's that guy you talked about. I think that guy. I think they were talking about you.
Oh, yeah, his voice, yeah, you'd be able to know him.
You would know him.
Hey.
Mumbles had more personality than
Oh, hell
Mr.
yeah.
Excitement over here.
Way more.
I'm a
Alan.
very generous lover.
Oh, thanks for that information,
bragger.
Mumbles. I didn't even know that about you, actually.
Nobody wants to be a stingy lover.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. Nobody says the opposite of that. KRBE.com is where you want to go. Now, coming up next, how many times have we had people on our show for group therapy or couples court or just in general to complain about their mate starting something or investing money in something? They just dump the project and it's just sitting there sucking money.
Mm-hmm.
This would never happen in Special K's relationship because he and his mate are very crafty and they will not let a project sit.
Oh, no.
But there are a lot of people who have that problem. And wouldn't it kill your marriage if the problem was to the tune of $50 million?
Yee.
Whoa.
You're investing $50 million into something that your mate is like, no, we need to talk about this. Well, it is called Celebrity Scoop, and we're talking about celebrity money. So is the $50 million bank breaking, or is it just,
drop of the bucket to this
I'll
person?
make that
Somebody's
into
investing
residuals.
$50 million. They're probably a billionaire.
They're not.
You'd think they would be.
The celebrity is not a billionaire. And the news of the marriage falling apart came out last week. And now it's probably because of this project that's been sitting around. We'll talk about that in Scoop coming up next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
Hey, I want to remind you guys that at 8:20, we're doing the Summer of 2020 free 3 times a day. 8:20, 1:20, and 5:20. You get a chance to win something fun, and that something fun makes you a finalist for $10,000. $10,000 at the end of the summer. Somebody's going to be getting that from us. But in the meantime, you'll win a 4-pack of tickets to see the Sugarland Space Cowboys take on the Sacramento River Cats June 14th.
Take those River Cats down.
Yeah, that's up for grabs. 8:20 this morning. We'll give you the text word.
You mean you hate them?
River Cats.
Have you ever even seen
Those
them?
Ryan, he found that tin cup team I was talking about.
I found a website
How
with
my
all
little
the
boys,
names, all the names of
Little League
AAA
teams?
teams?
Minor league.
Okay.
Yeah, so my son's Little League will name themselves after AAA teams or whatever, minor leagues.
Those are cute names.
It's
And
so
it was funny.
different
It was
because
an apple with a tin cap on it.
like a Little League used to be like I played for a team called the Astros. They mirrored like what all the major league teams were.
We do that too. His league does that, and I think that
as you
once
get
they
older.
run out of those names,
okay.
they gotta start going farm team numbers. I think.
Portland Pickles.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. They're really cute. Look like Larry.
Which was the River Bandits.
Larry
And
the
it's a
cucumber.
raccoon. I didn't know that a raccoon's a river bandit. Okay, let me get to this story. So last week we heard that Kevin Costner's 18-year marriage to his wife Christine was going to be ending. And maybe one of the reasons is that Kevin Costner admitted he mortgaged their 10-acre estate in Santa Barbara in order to fund a pet project to the tune of $50 million.
That's not a pet project.
It's a 4-part Western franchise called Horizon. He's been trying to make it happen for the past 30 years. He's raised half of the $100 million budget himself, but he mortgaged their house to do it, or mortgaged their property
what is
to do
it?
it.
It's like a ranch?
His property is a 10-acre estate in Santa Barbara.
But what's the investment?
It's a franchise. It's a movie. It's a show. It's a Western franchise called Horizon.
You got to think, if nobody else wants to put money in,
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't do this movie or TV
seriously.
series.
Are people begging for it?
There's like red flags all over.
He loves the Western movies.
He loves doing that
and,
stuff.
Like, what was the one he did with, oh my God.
He's done
Not
a lot.
Unforgiven.
Under the, oh my God, what was it called? It's the bald guy is in Godfather. What's the
Marlon Brando?
No, he was the lawyer for him.
Oh, yeah. Robert Duvall.
Yeah, Duvall. Him and Duvall did Open Range or something like that. Or
Yeah.
I think Open Range might be a cartoon, but one of those. It was so long.
That
It
was
so,
a cartoon.
it was so boring. I'm like, this is not a good cowboy movie.
Didn't he start like Silverado was a movie that he was in?
Was he in that?
It might have been his
Well,
first
Kevin
one.
Costner says, I
Kevin
did
Kline
this
was
without
in
a thought. It has thrown my accountant into a blanking conniption fit. But it's my life, and I believe in the idea and the story. There have been rumors in the past that Christine, his wife, had left Kevin because she was tired of his obsessive commitment to his work. But risking $50 million of their own money could have added to that dissatisfaction.
Dude, how about you just stay on Yellowstone and just enjoy
Is he
that?
leaving that
what
show?
works?
Yeah, I think Matthew McConaughey's coming on.
So he
board.
is officially leaving Yellowstone?
That's what they're saying.
That's your...
There's smoke, there's fire.
It's weird these unicorns and dinosaurs came out of the sky and just plucked him right off the ranch.
Would you say he is like...
in the finale.
Is Costner like one of your all-time idols?
Costner, no.
Like from that show?
No.
Who
Well,
is?
you could be a fan of somebody, but not look at them as an idol.
Well, not... I mean,
There's no idols in there. I like
like
Beth.
Rip?
Everyone
Rip?
talks about Rip the most.
Rip's the best. He's a badass. Rip's
He's
kind of
like
guy
the
you want that
number
as your
one guy
buddy,
on the
man.
ranch.
Yeah.
Y'all, I just wanted to tell you, I haven't had a
Lieutenant.
chance because I've been out for a week. So I got to meet mine, which is William Shatner. And I got to meet this guy. And the whole time I'm like terrified the next day because the day after meeting him, I come down with COVID. So I'm like, oh, dear God, please don't let me kill
man, that was
Captain
in the
Kirk.
news.
I'm like, oh, my God.
And that's
thank
how he
God.
died?
No, he's not dead. Don't say that. Don't say that. I was
That's
so,
what I was thinking, too. I'm like, I haven't
I was so
checked the
terrified. I mean, but,
flyers.
but,
Awesome prayers.
but also, he did meet, like, he signed autographs for probably like 1,000 people. So, but I was just like, oh, please, God, no. But he was so funny, y'all. He like made me laugh so hard because we got to go back and I was supposed to moderate his panel. And the first thing he says, he goes, no, I don't need anybody to moderate the panel. Don't need anybody to moderate. And I started talking to him about the interview, and he goes, oh, you remember when you talked to me when my father had passed away? He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, I gave you then. Now I'm taken from you. We just all started laughing.
I don't get the joke.
I don't.
He goes, I gave something to you. Now I'm taking something away from you. And then, because I wasn't going to moderate, but then at the last second, he said, yeah, I do want you to. And it just like had me freaked out there for a minute. And I was like, oh, come on. Oh, whatever. All right, fine.
I'm glad you had a great time.
Yeah, I know. They don't care.
At where?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen, a lot of people are texting me that I've been saying the name of somebody wrong, which I did not know this, but we didn't really get a class on this. There's an artist that we just played. And I always say Rima and Selena Gomez. Sam, you do the show after us for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Remy Ma.
Do you say Rima? You say Rima, or what? You said Remy Ma one time.
Yeah, Remy Ma. No, I did.
Remy Ma.
What? Somebody said Roula is Rema, not Rima. And also, there's somebody who's a big Rema fan because when I've said in the beginning when that song came out, I was like, oh, I saw Selena Gomez. I'd say Selena Gomez, and the person's like, it's not Selena Gomez's song. It's the other person's. Okay, well, it's still toe tapper.
Yep.
It's a toe tapper.
It's having fun.
It's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
It is brought to you by Duncan. One of the best bars in the country is right here in Houston's Heights. This is according to Esquire magazine. Easy Liquor Lounge, which opened in October 2022, is the only bar in Texas to make the publication's anticipated annual list. Have any of you guys been here? It's called Easy's Liquor Lounge.
Easy's? Or
Easy.
Easy?
Do you know where it is?
E and then Z apostrophe S.
Sounds like you should be next
Easy's
to a
Liquor
pawn
Lounge.
shop for Easy Pawn.
No, it's in the Heights.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the Heights.
Easy Pawn.
Easy's interior includes checkerboard floors, pool tables, Formica diner tables, taxidermied animals, and a lot of neon beer signs. And it made Esquire's best bars in America list.
Is that one of those things you have to... And then,
cool.
then you see the magazine or whatever, and you see an ad for that place.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think it was like a paid
I've always seen
thing.
those, the best of something, and then
Paid
the
sponsorship.
person who wins is the person they advertise on the next page.
Exactly. So if you've ever wondered where our Texas lottery money actually goes, there's a new report from the Texas Lottery Commission. So here's where the money goes. Like when you buy all these lottery tickets, 66.8% of that money goes to pay lottery winners. About 24% goes to the Texas education system through the Foundation School Fund. And then you get into the smaller percentages, like 5% goes to compensating retailers, 3% goes to the lottery administration, and less than 1%, 0.03% goes to the Veterans Assistance Program. And that's where your money is going when you buy that lottery ticket. Houston's stinkiest flower is finally in bloom. Meg, a 3-foot-tall, we've talked about this in the past, the corpse flower
is back?
The corpse flower is in the Houston Museum of Natural Science.
The corpse flower.
I went to
Bloomed
it last time.
Wednesday.
Did you
bloomed.
smell
Did you
it?
smell it?
I think I was there moments before it bloomed, so I did not get to smell
Remember, it was like corpse
Yep.
flower watch. They have like a camera on it, so you can know when it's going to bloom, and it's going to reek out the whole area.
And then it
but
did.
I'm
and-
not.
oh my God, it was glorious.
Was
smell
it
like dead
glorious or
people?
was it vomitous?
What's it smell like, Ryan?
I've never smelled the corpse flower. Have you, Kevin?
Nope.
Somebody
Nope, I'll
text
go
us at
over there, though.
37530
Supposed
if
to
you
be
smelled the
pretty
corpse
nasty.
flower. What does it smell like? Like a legit corpse?
Like dead?
That's gross. Dead flower smell is pretty nasty. I
can't
you
imagine
know when
it.
they've turned.
Yes.
Like,
Can't
you
imagine
know
it
when they've
smelling
turned. You're like, ugh.
And the
Delicious.
water.
Bah.
Oh, I don't know what's worse, the dead flowers or the water
Try
afterwards.
Tuesday, Erickson. Drink
Yeah, we'll
plant
try
water.
Gosh.
I'm bringing the crack in tomorrow.
The crack
The what?
in or the kraken?
Cracking.
Is that like
It's
a
a,
cracklins? They're delicious.
Cool device I've been seeing. I
Snacks?
get advertised like every 2 minutes on my feed. It helps you shotgun beers and any items with a can.
Are you going to shotgun things then?
Yeah, we'll get a bunch of stuff tomorrow. We'll shotgun stuff.
I can't shotgun.
I bet you could. You could
No.
do water. It doesn't have to be beer.
I can't do it.
You can
Just
you can never
can't
do it.
anymore,
No, I can't do it.
or
What
just
happens?
ever.
Just ever.
You can never shotgun a beer.
It just like goes in my mouth and then it goes.
Well, I tried. I had the YouTube video of me doing that.
I
couldn't get it to go.
No.
You gotta release. You gotta relax.
You're gonna have to like
because it's too much effort, like effervescence, and then it, like you can't swallow the foam.
Yeah, I can't do it.
We have to be in ponchos tomorrow then.
Oh God! All right, coming up next, we're going to go around the table. Today is Monday, and there are specific facts about this day and what medical researchers found about this day that makes you feel this way. What's the this way?
Crappy.
Exactly, but there's a specific way. We'll cover that and more next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Let's face it, life looks a little different. During these times, we're doing our best to keep our minds and bodies strong. And getting a flu shot helps us stay healthy, so we don't miss out on what matters. Like having game night at home. Yeah, can't do that while sick with the flu. Now imagine family movie night that your daughter can't live without. Well, that's ruined. And don't forget your uncle's socially distanced cookout. See? That's why it's important to be at our strongest. Every year, millions of people in the U.S. get the flu. Especially now, no one has time to miss out on moments that matter. So get your flu shot. Find out more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.